Hello everyone, I am Charanjit Kaur, one of the enthusiasts in fintech industry. I am attending Global Fintech Fest 2021 by India government and I'm really taken aback by it. Imagine the synergy which is happening between the government on one side and all the private firms which are doing great in the fintech space. It's amazing to witness and realize the pace at which fintech in India has accelerated and the space that it has made within last few years. Particularly, I want to talk about the session I attended by Mrs. Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Uh, she emphasized on the pace with which digital payments have increased in India. She emphasized that in 2019, the amount of payment was 2 lakh crore rupees, which was 2 trillion rupees, and in 2020 it increased to 4 trillion rupees, which is 4 lakh crore rupees. Right now, imagine in 2021, since January to August, already 6 trillion rupees transactions have been done, and the amount of transaction, the number of transactions which are done is 3.5 billion. Amazing to see the progress, the speed at which it's going on in India, and all the space that it creates for all of us to boom. One of the interesting thing and something to learn for all of us, she highlighted 9 principles which are released by UN, United Nations, on making a responsible digital finance system, right? And which is something I want to share. One of the principle is treat users fairly, right? With the growing technology, we are relying more on AI to decide who the users are, what their capabilities or risk taking capabilities are, right? It is important that we regulate our AI systems, make sure that we treat our users fairly. Second principle by UN on digital finance system is ensure that funds are protected and accessible. I think all of you already understand that it is money that we are dealing, right? And livelihood of people depend on it. It is important to ensure that money is accessible 24 into 7, and any failure in the system should not happen. And even if it happens, the money transactions should not be lost. And moreover, amount should be accessible and we should be able to liquidate it whenever required. Third UN principle is to prioritize women. Women's are important for the overall economy to grow to the next level, and it is important that in the financial inclusion system women's are at the forefront place. Fourth UN principle is safeguard client data. Today what happens is that we get consent from users to get access to their data, right? So we need to build a system in which end users have more control over the data that they're sharing, and in which they understand uh, the implications of data sharing, and we should be more transparent when it comes to data of the end users. Fifth principle is designed for individuals. This is very basic, that we need to aim for financial inclusion and user centricity should be at the very core. Sixth principle is be transparent, particularly on pricing. Very obvious. As an end users also, we all feel that it should be there. Seventh principle is provide users choice through interoperability. I think uh, there's a long way to go in it to have interoperability in which multiple payment systems can talk to each other, making lives easier for end users. Eighth principle is to make recourse or redressal quick and responsive, which is all of us understand is essential. Ninth principle is champion value chain accountability. All parties in the value chain must come together, join hands to make sure that accountability is shared across and systems are resilient. I am thankful that these principles are laid out by UN, and this is necessity of the time. It is in the hands of all of the fintech companies and startups to make sure that we prioritize on these principles and ensure a financial inclusion digital payment system. Thank you for watching this. Bye bye.